Virgo Souls. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I am so excited to be doing this reading for you today. This week's series, I will be channeling messages from Easter jokes for each zodiac sign. Last week, my series was ancestral healing messages, so there were some darker energies that were coming through. This week definitely feels more lighthearted in nature, and Easter is on Sunday. So my intention for this video is that it brings you joy, that it inspires you, or that it simply brings some clarity if you're going through something difficult at this time. So let's see what your Easter joke is, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, so your Easter joke is, what's the Easter Bunny's favorite restaurant? IHOP. So I'm seeing two different channeled messages coming through. One has to do with food, because I'm being drawn to the word restaurant in the joke, and then the punchline of the joke, IHOP. There's something here about hopping timelines or reality surfing, or something about a quantum jump is what IHOP feels to me. So let's get some more information from Spirit. I have 4 decks of cards here, the first of which is the Keepers of Light deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Virgo souls? We have Dawal Cool, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. The next deck we are using is the Labyrinth Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the 10 of Swords. Next we have the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the Snake. And your final message will come from the How to Love Yourself Affirmation deck by Louise. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Virgo souls? My day begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. I wake up in the morning loving myself, praising myself, and telling myself I love being me. Okay, Virgo, there is some difficult healing that you are going through right now. And it's a very powerful cycle in your lineage in your life. So I feel like there's still some ancestral messages coming through from last week. But since this is the series of Easter jokes, there is a more joyful energy that is making its way into your life right now. So that's why we have Dawal Kul, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So what I'm seeing here from the joke, I'm being drawn to the punchline, IHOP. There's something here about wanting to quantum leap, quantum jump, hop a lot of different timelines. And Spirit is saying that is fine and okay, but that it's important to take one step at a time to happiness, to enjoy the journey, to enjoy the process of this path, to remember that you are on a path, because the Dharma is literally unfolding on your path. So it's like wanting to jump to a better timeline or wanting to hop many parallel realities to get to the reality that you want. And this is part of your experience. This is something your soul chose to do while you are here. But there's something about slowing down and just enjoying the journey. And then when you do get to that destination, you will appreciate it more because you are looking at it through a different lens. Okay? Because this card is right next to the Ten of Swords and the snake card. See how the snake is wrapped around all of the creative light, and just, it's like it's wrapped around that amazing timeline that you want to be experiencing. But what is blocking it is needing to have more self-love for yourself, because Virgo, you are someone who is very giving. You are someone who is very detail oriented, you're very analytical, and you like to have things planned out before you move forward, before you hop forward. So with these difficult patterns that you are working on breaking right now, Spirit is saying the best thing that you can do at this time is to first and foremost, when you get up, to begin your day with self-love and appreciation. And then before you go to sleep at night, end your day with self-love and appreciation. Your cup needs to be full, especially while doing this difficult healing, looking at these ancestral patterns, looking at things within yourself, becoming more self-aware of things that your shadow self is bringing to your attention. So self-love is the key to not be so hard on yourself while you're learning these things, to keep self-love center and attention for you. And also when it comes to self-love, there is an epidemic on the planet of narcissism, and this is something that is being very exposed right now. The light is being shined on narcissists, and there's one of two paths that we can take on this journey. We can take the path where we are in service to self, or we can take the path where we are in service to others. And one key ingredient of self-love, I just learned this from Brian Scott. He is absolutely amazing. Definitely check out his channel if you love learning more about spiritual concepts. He does so much research. He has amazing meditations. He's just one of the best that I have come across in my opinion. But he had a video specifically how to deal with narcissists, and this is what I feel is a big cycle that you're breaking right now. And I am a Virgo as well, and this is a big cycle I'm breaking in my own life, so I totally resonate with what Spirit is bringing through here. But what Brian Scott said in that video, how to deal and handle narcissists, he said, to truly love yourself, that is to be in service to other people, because everybody is a reflection of us. So when we serve other people, when we love other people, we are ultimately loving ourselves in the process. So beginning your day and ending your day with self-love and appreciation is very, very powerful. And it brings you back to yourself in the sense of in between that day you are serving others. And just reflecting on that because of the healing you're doing. This healing you're doing, this is in service to the collective. So if you've been questioning whether you're adding value, yes, you are. By doing this healing, by being willing to break these snake cycles, that is truly admirable. And it has not been easy. It hasn't. Yes, what you're doing is working. There's just a need to stay more present. Remember to cultivate love in the morning. Remember to cultivate love before you go to sleep. And Spirit is saying to not be in such a hurry to hop so many different timelines. To take one step at a time towards your happiness. To let it unfold naturally. Don't control it so much is what Spirit is saying. And then on the back of this card, it says, yeah, I wake up in the morning loving myself, praising myself, and telling myself I love being me. Mirror work is very powerful. Saying self-love affirmations to yourself in the mirror, it's because everything's a reflection of us. So what better way than to literally say to your own reflection, I love you. I love you unconditionally. It's very powerful. What additional messages do you have for my Virgo soul spirit? Thank you. Yeah, Spirit is showing me, wow, I can feel this in my heart. You have a way of handling the most difficult situations with so much grace. So much grace. Like I'm being shown these difficult patterns that you have went through your whole life and how much you've tolerated and how much you have grown from these experiences. To respond with grace to people that have hurt you is truly admirable. To respond with that level of unconditional love, but yet still having those boundaries for yourself or to the point where you're able to detach with love, that is truly amazing. So thank you for doing this work, because I'm being shown a situation. I don't know if you're familiar with Aaron Dowdy. He has a full-time spiritual community. It's called Full-Time Purpose, and you can be part of the tribe by joining the group if you respond to one of his emails. And there was a gal in that group who she has done a lot of inner work within herself, and I noticed she had a comment that she shared in the group, and I was literally blown away by her grace, because there was a young man who was projecting so much anger at her. He was calling her ugly, and her response, she came back in and she said, "You're loved." And I was completely blown away. This young person was literally sending her so much hate, telling her that she was ugly, but she comes back with this grace and she says, "You're loved." This is how we break the cycle, by not reacting to that hate, but instead responding with unconditional love and grace. And I can see this is something you're doing right now. We're doing it together. We really are. It's very, very beautiful. And I can feel like the shift in the energy that's taking place on the planet because of how we're choosing to respond instead of the old way where we used to react. So, very beautiful to respond in that way. You know you've really healed when you are met with that level of hate and you say back to those people, "You're loved, I love you." It's truly amazing. Any other messages for my Virgo soul spirit? Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of turbulent wind going on outside, but when I tuned in, the wind stopped for a moment. So this turbulent energy that you're experiencing, this is what I can see as wanting you to hop timelines to get into another ideal timeline. But Spirit is saying this is the moment where you can cultivate the most inner peace, is in the turbulent time, okay? This is where you can cultivate the most peace by saying, okay, this is where I'm at. It's turbulent, but here I am with my peaceful self. I am overcoming this. I am the calm in this storm. And just that perception shift does a lot in your reality that you are experiencing in the present moment right now. Spirit is saying you don't need to hop all these timelines, okay? Come back to the present moment. Enjoy where you are. What is the best in the situation? Keep handling these experiences with grace. You've already been well equipped to do this. We have been training for this for lifetimes. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing some of you are experiencing some difficulties with a sibling. What's going on here, Spirit? Thank you. They're saying gratitude is key here. And also detaching with love. Any final messages for my Virgo souls? Thank you. I'm hearing the word tethered. So there's something here that needs to be let go of. There's a sense of needing to let go of control with something, whether that's how this situation turns out with your sibling, if you're in an argument with something, if you're dealing with a narcissist. You know, I feel called to share that video from Brian Scott in the comments down below. So if you would like to learn how to handle a narcissist or get some more information, this video was really, really wonderful. I received a lot of value from it, and if you feel called to, feel free to watch that. I will put the link down below. But ultimately, I see you're breaking a lot of patterns. There's a need here to be patient with yourself, to keep responding with grace because it is working. Don't feel like you have to hop a lot of different timelines. Stay present, enjoy your journey, see what the lessons are, and keep responding instead of reacting, because that is how you are breaking through that narcissistic snake-like cycle. All right. Begin and end your day with self-love and appreciation. It is very important, especially with the difficult inner healing you're doing right now. Because when we're focused on that negative energy and working on healing it, it can take our focus off of ourselves in the sense of self-care and appreciating ourselves. When we're looking at difficult things, looking at difficult shadow aspects, we can be hard on ourselves. It can be difficult to forgive ourselves. So this is why self-love in the morning and in the evening is essential, especially when you're doing this difficult work. Your path is unfolding as it is supposed to. Let it unfold naturally. Release the need to control it, because taking one step at a time to your happiness, it allows you to appreciate the journey more, and your perception becomes much more clear to that which you may not be seeing, Virgo. So that is all that I am seeing. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I am wishing you a happy Easter and a wonderful holiday, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!